back to my YouTube channel. If you've not watched my videos previously, my name's Frankie and I'm a mum to a 7-month-old little girl called Eliza who we conceived via IVF, hence the name Frankie IVF Mummy. So if you haven't watched my videos before, then please do stick around. If you do like this video, then please do remember to give it a big thumbs up at the end and do click that subscribe button and have a look at my previous videos, which will be along the lines of similar discussions as I'm going to be doing today. So the last couple of weeks I've had a couple of people approach me about how Jake and I went about the hormone treatment before going down the IVF route. And also I thought this video would tie in with what's going on with me at the moment, because I'm having quite major problems with my hormones. And I've actually been to the GP today on another follow-up appointment, and I thought I would give you guys a bit of an update as to what's going on. So I'm not going to go on and on and on, but firstly, yes, Jake and I did do hormone treatment before doing IVF. It took us about 8 years to conceive Eliza, all in total, with every avenue. We'd been trying for about 2 years and nothing had happened. And we went to our gynecologist, or my gynecologist, should we say, and they agreed they were going to try Clomid as a first port call due to the fact I have PCOS. And they also wanted to do ovarian drilling because they knew I had multiple cysts on each ovary, about 21 cysts each side. So firstly, they put me on Metformins, which I think I took 3 tablets a day for 6 months. Now, Metformin can be used to help PCOS and to help control the symptoms of PCOS. So they start on that first, and then going from that, I then went on to have my surgery done for ovarian drilling. During that surgery, they found that my ovaries and my fallopian tubes and all around that area were very, very sticky due to scar tissue and adhesions from my appendix bursting when I was a child at 15. So they said to me that following that procedure, they felt that one of my ovaries was almost dormant and wasn't good to use. So they then said to me to try Clomid. This was like as discharged from the surgery, and to start taking them. Now, I can't recall whether I took 3 or 4 tablets of Clomid a day, but I do know that they increased my dosage 3 times in the space of a year. So I was taking Clomid and Metformins together, and they never worked for us. Now, this is not to say it hasn't worked for people with PCOS. The reason it never worked for me was because I had scarring on my fallopian tubes. So it didn't matter whatever they did to stimulate the ovaries, the egg was never going to get through the fallopian tube without being damaged by that scar tissue, because it's very sticky. And that could have been why I'd had my natural miscarriage as well. They said that the egg could have been damaged via, during conception as such. So I stuck to Clomid for a year. A lot of things happened for Jake and I, as in Jake lost his nan at the end of that year of me using Clomid, and it was a big shock to his family. He didn't take it very well. He was extremely close to his nan as well. His mum came over, she lives abroad, she came over quite a lot during that time to help Jake out with sorting things, family affairs out. So we decided to put our trying on hold as such, because so much was going on. And once that year had calmed down after Jake's nan had passed, things started turning around, such as Jake and I got engaged. We started booking our wedding, and then we decided to carry on trying naturally, because you do hear of these miracles, and I'm quite a positive person, you know. I wasn't prepared to just give up. So we ended up buying our house, getting married, and then I would say a good sort of 3 to 4 months after we got married, Jake and I had the discussion about me going back to my GP to discuss what we do from here, because Clomid never worked. I had an amazing GP who read through my notes in an appointment with me, and he said, I think your scarring on your tubes is the problem, not the PCOS. And he was actually explaining to me that if you have PCOS, you generally respond pretty well to IVF. So he actually calmed my nerves about it. And then I embarked on the IVF journey. So hormonally with Clomid, I can't particularly tell you guys how I felt any different. I know I felt quite bloated and sore, but that could have also been to do with the ovarian drilling. That took a little while for my tummy to calm down, because obviously, as I told you, I've got a lot of internal adhesions down below in the abdominal area. So any kind of surgery is very, very painful for me around that area. But the Metformins, because I was clearly on those for 6 months prior to the surgery, I actually felt that calmed me hormonally a lot better than the pill. Because when I was on a contraceptive pill, when I first met Jake and my previous relationship, I always felt that I had dull headaches, I had moods, I felt it masked me as to who I was. I always felt like I had a bloated stomach and was uncomfortable. There was a huge concoction of things. So I always felt Metformin was a lot more of a comfortable tablet to take. And I did feel like it managed my symptoms, which the pill did as well at the time, but without the symptoms of the pill. So to anyone that is being put on a course of Metformins or Clomid to try first, then don't be scared, because it's a real gentle form of introducing hormones back into your body. And I personally think it sounds scarier than it is. So but linking that to what's going on with me now. So as I said at the beginning of the video, Eliza is 7 months today. Don't ask me where the time's gone. And I have been struggling hormonally since having Eliza, and I feel like I was pumped with 2 years worth of injections and tablets and so much with the IVF, and then I got a real natural high of hormones from being pregnant, and from that my body's dipped because I never breastfed Eliza, so I feel like I've almost gone on a withdrawal straight away, and my body definitely crashed, and I was breaking out in acne. I feel like my male hormones have really taken over my body. I'm not going to pull my hair back because I'm not comfortable showing you guys. That's why I've got a bit softer, brushed forward. But my hairline is looking very much like a male hairline. I feel like body hair grows a lot quicker than normal, and my body hair never needs to be encouraged to grow quicker anyway. I feel like I've been suffering with headaches and such things like that. So 6 weeks ago, I went to my GP, explained that, and she agreed with me that perhaps I needed to go on some form of hormones to level me back out again. The only thing I would have said back then, the only difference, I was never, no temper, no mood swings, nothing like that. It was just more physically, I wasn't feeling great. So she said to me, I'm going to put you back on the mini pill. You were not good with the combined pill. You were okay with the mini pill, and we'll try that for a first port of call. So I said, okay. I wasn't best pleased because I don't really want to be on contraception again. If Jake and I were to fall pregnant naturally, that's a miracle and we will roll with it. Chances are very slim though. And I just didn't like being on the pill. As I said to you, I've always felt it masked me, but I was open to going back on it because I know I've had Eliza this time and I thought things could be different. 6 weeks I've been on the pill, and last week I called my GP and begged them, can I come off the pill? I was meant to give it a 3 months trial, and I have felt absolutely horrendous on it. So I have had really bad headaches every day. I've had a couple of bad migraines in the time frame. I feel like my body hair is growing even quicker. My moods are terrible at the moment. I can be happy one moment and just completely switch the next. Not with Eliza, because I'm very conscious she's little. I don't want her picking up on any negative energy, nothing like that. But the moment she goes to bed, if Jake even so much looks at me in a funny way in my mind, that can send me into a sulk for the rest of the evening. And it's just not me. And I know that I've been breaking out spots all over my body, not just where it was on my face and my neck and my chest. I'm now getting it on my legs and such places. So I went and spoke to this GP today, and he agreed that hormonally with the contraceptive pills, he wanted me to stop straight away. He said there's no point to remain on a contraceptive pill. He's firstly concerned for the headaches. And he said to me that he doesn't want to put me on to Metformins because I'm not diabetic, and he wouldn't want the body to start depending on Metformins when it's not needed for that reason. So he's actually referring me back to the hospital who did my referral to King's for my IVF. So I'll be going back to that gynecologist. And he said that I am to discuss with them about monitoring and managing my PCOS. So he wants me to have scans. He wants me to go through all my symptoms. And this appointment I had today was about 45 minutes. I did ask, could I take Metformins for the time being? He said no, to go back to nothing. So then when I am ready for my hospital appointment, they can start testing what can and can't work. Now, he did mention there is a possibility I might have to have another course of ovarian drilling. Not for obviously for conceiving, but maybe just to sort of activate the ovaries a bit. I've been constantly bleeding while I've been on the mini pill every day. And that's also not a good thing. So my GP's a bit confused at the moment as to what's happening with my PCOS, because all the symptoms I am saying, down to like not being able to go to sleep at night, anxiety is getting high again. I know it is. I feel it in my chest. And I know there's silly things to be anxious about, like going back to work and will Eliza be okay during the day? Of course she'll be okay. We've arranged fantastic childcare for her. But I'm already getting anxious about it. And all these little 3-4 different symptoms all link back to PCOS. And this GP said, yes, something's not right and you need specialist help. So we are back to the drawing board. I didn't expect to get a hospital referral today. I wondered if they were going to try and fob me off with a combined pill. Or try the coil or something like that. But because they love to put somebody on contraception straight after having a baby over here in the UK. But I made it very clear that, you know, after 8 years on no contraception, I don't think we need to be panicking at this stage, especially when she is 7 months old, Eliza, and I've only been on contraception for 6 weeks, so nothing's happened before that. So yeah, I don't have much of an update for you guys. I've got to go and get my referral letter at the end of the week, so he said to come in about Thursday, and hopefully the referral will be put through for the next few weeks. So I will be updating you guys on these videos to let you know what's going on. I'll bring you along to, obviously I won't be able to bring you into the appointments, but I will vlog when going to and from my appointments to keep you updated. But if any of you are watching this and you have had children, whether it's natural, Clomid, IVF, and you're PCOS sufferers and you've had that lull after having a baby, can you message me about anything you've done to try and maintain feeling good about yourself? I mean, for me, I feel like I've put on a lot of weight and I'm eating a lot healthier than I've ever done in my life. I'm a lot more on the go because I'm running after a 7-month-old, and you know, we're going out on walks all the time with our friends, but I just feel everything's going in the wrong direction and I need to turn it around. And maybe you have had hospital referrals, and if you have, great, can you let me know what I might be expecting for these appointments? So anyway, guys, on that note, I'm going to leave it there. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you again for all your support. Please do leave your little comments in the box below. I do like reading them, and I will speak to you all guys soon. Take care. Bye.